Redemption Project, more about KACC, more about the top project when we return. Check out this next segment.
Amen. All my fame, amazing grace. How sweet the sound. Amazing grace. I want people to sing with me too. Amazing grace. How sweet the sound.
Peace once again. This is Push TV. I'm Showtime. I'm still here. This is my man, Mr. Renard Morris, man, the founder of the Redemption Project, Inc. You know, we've been giving a lot of information to you tonight. You can always contact me at pushtv@live.com. You see it up on the screen right there. Also, send any questions that you may have via text message to 920-204-7272, and we'll get back to you immediately. I definitely want to thank you for joining us for this very special edition of Push TV. Getting back to the subject at hand, we've been mentioning the Onesimus Project, or TOP, all night long. You know, we're not going to get into the specifics tonight because it's very easy to, you know, we can go on all day. This is only a half hour that we get to share with you tonight. However, Renard, what are some of the main challenges that you've come up against to this point as far as getting this thing really going? Because I'm looking forward to seeing it. What are some of the things that you've noticed that are kind of, you know, challenging you?
You know, it's really, it's not ironic that you asked me that, Randall, because, you know, this was something that kind of caught me off guard, the challenges that we faced, you know, since our inception. You know, I'll be totally honest with you, with the group that, the Redemption Project, that was looking at issues affecting African Americans, the quality of life again, and the standard of living, you know, I really thought the opposition would come from the majority population.
Exactly.
You know, I'm like surprised, and it's kind of caught me off guard. You know, the opposition or the challenges we're facing is getting African Americans to see why it's important for us to be self-determined. That it must be an organization led, you know, by African Americans if they're going to speak to the issues facing African Americans. I've been questioned 80% of them said, hey, Bernard, I have no problem with you guys focusing on issues facing African Americans in education. That's where the need is the greatest.
Exactly.
This is a Caucasian a public official stating that.
Right.
You know, and the opposition, again, it's almost as if that old saying that some of our people still believe that, you know, white ice is colder than black ice, brother, I guess, you know.
Right. Maybe it is. You know, and that's a really important statement that you made as far as us being able to focus on us. Because if we don't do it, who will? That's the question you got to ask. You can't expect someone else to do it for you. You know, I think one of the most important things for everyone out there to realize is that the Literacy Center that is going to be here at Kingdom Agenda Christian Center and is going to work with various resources throughout the community is not to replace the public school system. It is to enhance what is already in place and to make the job of the teachers easier by preparing the students when they get to school every day.
You know, the one thing that I'll be honest, that I'm pleasantly surprised by here in the city of Green Bay, being, again, a recent transplant of 3 years, is just the administration coming from Dr. Moss down, you know, that is so open to dialogue, open to positive change. I really believe in my heart that we're dealing with an administration and a superintendent that wants to leave a legacy of achievement. You know, I really believe that, and it makes working with them, you know, not so oppositional. You know, when we can find, we can meet and find that self-interest. And again, man, it's making this thing even more pleasurable, of enhancing, you know, that system and enhancing the experience of our children as they go through that system, that it become a positive experience.
All right. One of the huge things as well that we like to focus on is the parent involvement component. You know, I think that's huge. I think the more parents that are involved with their children, the more successful the children are. I mean, there's studies, it takes more than just, you know, the classroom setting to teach a child. You know, and one of the things that we also like to speak about is the critical thinking aspect, and that can't always be brought out within a textbook. I think critical thinking is something that has to be lived out, it has to be seen, and you know, kind of explained. That's the thing about critical thinking. You deal with the explanation aspect as opposed to just learning facts and figures. You learn why these facts and figures are the way that they are. And I think that's one of the things that we're able to, you know, put together in the TOP project, you know, to get out to the youth, get out to the families, and, you know, get out to the community.
Without a doubt, brother. You know, focusing first on parent involvement. You know, our motto, for people that don't know, it's on the back of our T-shirts, is to act on the truth. You know, we want to act on the truth. And a lot of times, Randall, the truth isn't popular.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's not, it won't tickle people's ears, but that doesn't negate the fact that
it is the truth.
You know, and right now, you know, a lot of the young people, you know, not just African American, but of all races, are coming out of households where parents, you know, have all kind of stresses in their life that prevent them from modeling the behaviors and the expectations that we want to see in the children. We realize that with the critical thinking model, which is, if you want to know what that is basically we teach our children to question things.
Exactly.
You know, to question why. You know, my brother James, he always says, you know, we are taught to learn where 1 + 1 is 2. You know, in a critical thinking model, we teach why is 1 + 1 2.
Exactly.
Okay. Again, we know that we can have impact in any child's life. We really believe that. But to have the maximum impact in that child's life, we want to embrace that entire family ourselves. If we're providing a certain environment for a child and sending that same child into an environment where those expectations aren't modeled,
right,
and they don't see it, we can't expect them to model certain behaviors, certain rudiments of education if it's not modeled to them.
Right.
So we want to embrace that entire family.
Excellent. And that's one of the main reasons why Renard came up with the Redemption Project, so that there'd be a welcoming committee, so to speak. There would be that channel to where if you need information, you can come to us and we get it to you. You know, I think that's key. I think that's very important for growth in the community. Closing remarks when we get back. Thank you for staying with us all night tonight. Check out this next clip. We'll be right back. Push TV.
Damn. Right through me. How do you do like this? How do you do like this? How do you do like this? How do you, how do you, how do you, how do you, how do you?
You lazy bastard, I'm waking up. You pissed the bed, I clean it up. You took a leak while you were asleep. Your bladder leak, how old is he? Grown man, still hiding sheets. Too much water, too much juice. Huddle with your girl, you let it loose. And your excuse is child abuse.
When you were sleeping, the piss was seeping. You wake up weeping, alarm is beeping. You stain the sheets, your bladder weak. You feel the warmth, you feel it creep all down your legs, around the bed. What's that smell? Was all I said. Your eyes are red, cause you've been crying. It's only sweat, I know you lying. You be right through me. How do you do like this? How do you do like this? How do you do like this? How do you, how do you, how do you, how do you, how do you do? It's showtime from Push TV. Don't forget to check out the Winter Bash, Friday, December 17th, 2010, 835 Potts Avenue, Green Bay, Wisconsin, at Tom, Dick, and Harry's, Green Bay's premier entertainment location. Push TV will be in the building recording for the TV show. Live performances from The Bandit, My Brother, Well-Known Strangers, Noah, Mo, and Young Dynasty. Also, Homegrown Entertainment, with guest appearances by myself, Showtime, Hustle Gang, and Young Mellow. Come check us out. This is an all-ages event, and it is free all night. Come check us out. Have a good time. Hey, and Push TV will definitely be in the building. I expect to see you there.
I'd like to thank my brother Randall Steele and Push TV for allowing the Redemption Project and myself an opportunity to, get better acquainted with you guys. I just wanted to leave you with this. The way I see the situation here for African Americans in Green Bay is that, it's like a high stakes game of poker. The ante is high as it's going to get. In the middle of that pot is the future of our children, the future of black men and women. It's time for us as men and women to ante up and kick in with our gifts, our talents. I want to let you guys know that we meet every second and fourth Monday of the month at Kingdom Agenda Christian Center, 621 Pine Street here in Green Bay. We welcome any and all of your gifts and talents. And I'd like to thank Push TV again. Peace.
Peace. Thanks for that excellent word, man. It was a pleasure,
you, brother.
Pleasure having you tonight, man. It's good to have a co-host sometimes. I get a little lonely.
Appreciate you, brother. Hey, you're the main man.
Definitely thank you for taking the time out of your day, man. We have your contact information up on the screen right now. For any questions that y'all need, y'all can hit us up at those numbers. Also, the email address right there, pushtv@live.com. Feel free to hit us up. I know you got questions. As a matter of fact, the first question we get right now, we're watching the first question we get via email or text message gets a free Royal Blue Redemption Project t-shirt right here. It's on the house. It's on Push TV.
Hey.
The Redemption Project. We're going to get out of here, man. Y'all have a good night.